Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me nighttime routine. I just watched the Mexico match, so this is a self-care video. We're gonna start off with using my cellular cleansing water, and I'm gonna go ahead and quickly take off my makeup. And this is what we're gonna do, and take off some of my makeup. If you wanna get a closer look, the game itself was pretty intense today. I decided to get doll up and enjoy it with the Mexico national team. It was a good game, but been watching them forever. But that's the game of life. It's the World Cup. We've been enjoying it. And so we're taking it off and removing the glitter. I'm currently rooting for, after my home national team has been removed, I'm now rooting for the Norway to take out. I want Holland to Mr. Terminator to take revenge against Britain for me. Holland, if you're watching this, buddy, please. All of Mexico is rooting for you. I want I want the Norway team to win. I don't want to see Argentina and Portugal because I feel like it's too predictable. It's way too predictable. And I want to see it's spice stuff. If anybody watched that Cape Verde match, amazing. That goal, that baby goal was beautiful. I hope Cape Verde gets. I hope we see you all in the next 2030. By far my favorite team. I've been rooting for y'all with Bolsina and everybody. I wish you the best. But I'm gonna wash my face real quick and we'll get back to this. And now that my face has been washed off camera using a dial soap, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my routine. This is coconut water with hyaluronic acid. It's from Mexico, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it and let that set in, let it hit your neck. And pat. Always go up in a direction like this and be gentle around your eyes. And always go up in a direction. I've been doing my skincare routine since I was like 10 years old, just because I have acne. And I'm gonna go ahead and then use, it's old. It's Origins Doctor, it's a Mega Mushroom Relief. Yeah, it's old, but a lot of people don't really use it. It's used as a moisturizer, but I use it as a toner. And it just really helps my acne. I have cystic acne, specifically like around here. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but I go ahead and do the same motions and press it. It does have like a little earth tone smell to it, but I find that my skin like really likes it. I know a lot of influencers say like it's bad for you and they don't like it, but I just find that my skin really likes it. It like helps calm down my skin a lot, and when it comes down next time in the morning, it just really calms my skin. So if you have acne, maybe don't buy the big bottle. Buy like a little sampler or a mini bottle and do a patch test. The good thing about like stuff like at Ulta and Sephora is that, specifically Ulta, you can have like a 30-day return. So if you don't like the product, you can go return it. So pro tip there. And then I got this for my birthday gift. It's the Tower 28, and it's the hypochlorous acid. Again, this is just to like hydrate my skin and help any like acne I may have that might be bacterial or fungal. But again, my acne, I've learned to live with my acne. It's mostly genetic. So when people, come up to me and are like, you can use this and you can use that, and I'm like, I understand you're coming with good faith, but respectfully, it's never gonna go away 100%. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because you know what? It's part of me. And on the bright side is that if you have acne, we tend to have younger looking skin based on research itself. But I've learned to live with it. It is what it is. I have it here on my neck. I used to have it like here, and now it's here, but it's okay. We manage. And then I'm gonna go in with the Gyokujin Premium Hava Lobo Hyaluronic Acid. Specifically the yellow one. I have to refill it soon, but I really love this stuff. I've used hyaluronic acid for several years, since my early 20s, but specifically what I like about this one is that I actually feel it. Most like American hyaluronic acid toners, I don't feel it sink into my skin. Like I've used the Ordinary, and I just didn't like it because it just sat on my face. Versus, and pro tip, put it on your lips. I just didn't like how like the American hyaluronic acid toners felt. They felt too dry to me. But this one in particular has 5 types of hyaluronic acid on it, and I use it every day. And this bottle will last you like forever. And that's because I put like glop on it. It'll last you like an entire year, and I love it. And it's amazing. I highly recommend it. But as you can tell, like the first half of my stuff, the coconut water, Dr. Origins Mushroom Mega Relief, my Tower, and my hyaluronic acid, it's just a lot of like hydrating, and my skin like really just loves it. Now that I'm back, we're continuing the step. Now, because I'm in my late 20s, I use now anti-aging, and it's always important to use anti-aging products, especially after you're 25, because like collagen tends to go down. But I've been using anti-aging since like 21, 22, more or less. Again, my biggest clutch has been sunscreen, but the second part of my routine is going to be anti-aging because I want to age gracefully. That's the goal. But I'm gonna go within this one, and it's called Vitacelina Facial Serum Universal Collagen with vitamin B5 and centella. This is from Mexico, so this is like less than $10, and it's lasted me a while. But the reason like I'm using this and I love the anti-aging is I just want to age gracefully. Hot take. I don't mind aging. I wanna age nicely, but gracefully. I'm gonna look old, but I'm gonna do it looking good and be disciple of my age. I think one of the biggest compliments you can get is like, dang, you're that age. And I'm gonna be like, I'm a I'm an immortal vampire. But you know, always take care of your skin. Most important because it's for you. Self-care, self-love. And I love doing skincare routine. Like, who's to say like next year, you know, my skincare routine isn't gonna change. It's changed quite a lot from my early 20s, and I've paid the consequences for some of those products, and I have won using some of those products. But it's all trial and error, baby. We're coming from the era of like experimental. Like I remember using Bior in when it was still sold in Walmart and the black pore strips. Oh my god. I'm talking about that era, but it's been fun seeing like skincare like evolve. Oh, and I'm gonna go in with the Midnight Serum from L'Oreal Paris. This baby is a dupe from the Estee Lauder, and it's from the same company. Okay, this just labeling and pricing, but I haven't had luck as of late finding it at Walmart. But if you can find one, it's good. It's good. It's a holy grail for some people. But as for like your skincare routine, it's gonna change based on your age. There's new things that are gonna come out, new research, new formulas. I didn't even know B5 was a thing. Coconut water, that wasn't a thing. But what may work for me may not work for you, but what may work for others works for you. And you just gotta experiment. Just don't hurt yourself. Don't chemically burn yourself. I did that once with a Japanese sake toner when I first started getting into Japanese, Asian, Korean skincare. Oh my god, I paid the consequence for that one for so bad. I had like my acne was like flared up pretty badly. But look at my skin now. Yeah, you can see some blemishes. That's okay, but we're doing better. We're doing way better than I did when I was a teen. But again, put that on your neck. If you have some on your chest, put it in your chest. Whatever's left over, put it on your hands. Because it's another thing. Your hands are the first signs to show aging. So make sure you put on your sunscreen. And since this is a retinol, yes, I use retinol. I'm using the one from Dollar Tree. It's Dr. Tuna Candela face cream. And I usually like layer this first just because I'm going to go in with a retinol. And that's just so I don't have a lot of peeling, because if you ever use retinol, especially a strong retinol, you're gonna know that thing is gonna like dry your skin. And I don't want that. Let me go ahead and finish this. And we'll continue. We're back. We're gonna go in with this retinol. Be responsible, get it from your doctor, get it prescribed. But I've been using this tretinoin for years before it kind of became popular. I've been using it since my early 20s, but I'm like super careful with this. Again, I only use this like my skin built up to it to only last like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And I primarily started only using it in my early 20s just because, again, I have acne that runs in the family. So I used this like really early on, and you have to be really, really careful with tretinoin, retinol, any retin-A, vitamin A, skincare, because your skin will get like super sensitive, and it's known like if you don't put like sunscreen, you could potentially get cancer. So just be careful with like the sun itself, and use like little droplets. Again, slowly build up to it. I have like a good tolerance for it. I know that I use it. I don't use it every day. There are people that use it every day, and I don't, because my skin will be like burn, and my skin will flake around, particularly around here, which is good. Like that's the overturning of the cells, and new cells are coming up, and it does help with my acne, like the cystic acne here. So I just put like a little bit more, and then whatever is rest. And I also tend to focus here because I tend to do this a lot, and so here and here and here, and then whatever's left over I put it here. And then again, when you're in the day, put sunscreen. Always use precaution. Again, upward motions, upward motions, upward motions. And then after that, I let it settle in for a little bit. And then I usually don't use this one right now, just because I ran out of my Nivea cream with vitamin E. That's usually my go-to and my last step. But I'm using this that I found in TJ Maxx. Shout out TJ Maxx for firming collagen cream. And I can't tell. It says it's Tofolo, if you can see that. and I'm gonna use that to like seal in the retinol and the vitamin A. You always want to layer if you don't want that dry flaky skin that you see with retinol. Go in with the light cream, then go with another cream and slather it, and then always be careful. You know, again, your routine doesn't have to match my routine. Maybe some of the products that I use will like your skin will love you for it and will thank you for it. But you gotta experiment. You know, if it doesn't work, return it, save your money. You know, save your cash. Don't burn your cash. We love saving money out here on a budget. But this was like a trial and error for many years that I've learned and experimented with. New products are always gonna come out. Some of them may work, some of them may not work. Old but good, faithful and reliable. And then lastly, this is crazy, but I'm gonna use the Palmer's coconut butter formula, specifically the healing ointment and its intensive therapy. Hear me out. I'm using this as my like sealant, like my like last step. I don't have it on the tip of my tongue, but I'm gonna go ahead and slather this and seal it as my last step. I don't use this often a lot. I usually tend to use this like once a week, twice a week. That way, like my skin can get used to it and keep that softness. I really love it. I love it on my hands. I love it on my face, and I just find that it like my skin really like loves it. I don't know why, but it might work for you. Be careful with it, and also be careful with the eyes. Sometimes it might be too heavy. Again, be like careful around your eyes and put it all over your skin. But I tend to like it. My hands, it just like really is nice. But again, my face the next morning will be like super shiny and smooth. But we're gonna go in lastly with the Langier. She's old, guys. She's like old. I've had this for a couple years. I use it on and off, but it's the sleeping care mask. And it's usually my last routine for the day, before I hit the hay and call it a night. And then that's pretty much my routine. You know, let me know in the comments what your routine is. I'm curious. You know, I use hyaluronic acid, a lot of hyaluronic acid, a lot of contradictions to like what normal skincare people use. But you know, this is just my routine. Keep it simple, start small, don't attack your skin all at once, and build from there. Everyone's skincare routine is so unique. Tailor it to what you need. We have so many products for that reason, and skincare is like all about discovering who you are. You know, you figure out who you are, and it's such like a way to like chill for yourself and like seeing the result. Like look at that, look at my bald forehead with my widow's peak. But you find out what you like. You know, make sure to take care of yourself, love yourself, and like skincare routine is not just this. It's also like inside mentally and also like what you eat and your vitamins. So make sure you do that, and you should be golden. You know, you should be like a twinkle to a little star up in the air, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Let me know if you want me to do more stuff. This was technically my rest day with some of my like retinol. So it's my retinol day, but I can show you my rest day and then also my deep exfoliation, and we can go into that. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing night, amazing morning. That's all for today, but bye guys.